In the mass consciousness, the Tyrannosaurus Rex undoubtedly holds the palm among the predatory dinosaurs. But many will be able to name the Carnotaurus, Spinosaurus, Tarbosaurus among the most bloodthirsty land monsters of the Dinosaur Era. These lizards have become for people the personification of vicious predators thanks to pop culture. It is they who are often chosen for the role of negative cartoon characters and Hollywood blockbusters. But today, we want to tell you more about the dinosaur less known in wide circles, which was no less dangerous and bloodthirsty. The issue will focus on the Carcharodontosaurus and their closest living relatives. We recommend subscribing to our channel and be the first to know about the appearance of next videos. Then you'll be able to get acquainted with the new material about the evolution of various creatures that lived in different eras of the development of our planet. We also encourage viewers of the channel to actively express their opinions in the comments and support us with likes. For the first time, scientists started talking about the discovery of a new species of dinosaurs in 1924, when a group of scientists discovered a pair of shark-like teeth in Algeria. For several years, these teeth were attributed to one or another type of dinosaur. But in 1931, Ernst Stromer compared them with the remains found in 1914 in Egypt. As a result, he described a previously unknown lizard which received the name Carcharodontosaurus. It could be translated as lizard with shark teeth. The subsequent study of all these finds became impossible due to their loss during the bombing of Berlin in 1944. The museum where all the samples were kept was destroyed. In subsequent years, many scientists attributed their findings to the remains of the Carcharodontosaurus. But all these conclusions were wrong. The next real find of Carcharodontosaurus bones was made only after more than 50 years. In 1995, an incomplete skull of this giant was discovered on the border of Morocco and Algeria. This skull has many similarities with the skull of the Giganotosaurus, which allowed scientists to draw conclusions about the relationship of these lizards. The main distinguishing feature of Carcharodontosaurus is its serrated teeth up to 20 centimeters long. Paleontologist Paul Sereno, who found this skull, estimated the length of the lizard's head at 1.6 meters. The total body length of the Carcharodontosaurus could reach 10 to 12 meters, height at 4 meters, and weigh up to 8 tons. Such dimensions make this dinosaur one of the 4 largest predators in the history of the planet. This creature can be considered the largest predatory animal of the Dinosaur Era that lived on the territory of the African continent. Even such large sauropods as Tyrannosaurus could have been prey for Carcharodontosaurus. At the same time, scientists believe that they hunted alone. No evidence of flocking behavior was found in them. There's an opinion among scientists that the ancestor of the Carcharodontosaurus that lived in the Cretaceous period could be the Allosaurus. Stromer, at the first description of the species, attributed it to a separate family. But a few years later, he also decided to classify Carcharodontosaurus as part of the Allosaurid family. And after the discovery in 1995, this dinosaur was again retrained. Now, Carcharodontosaurids are considered a separate family from the superfamily Allosaurids. But disputes about the origin of this entire family are still ongoing. The fact is that Allosaurus, which may be the ancestors of Carcharodontosaurus, lived in North America. Their descendants, at best, could have moved to South America, where some of the Carcharodontosaurids lived. The remains of other types of Allosaurus have been found on the territory of Tanzania and Portugal, and there's no clear evidence of the migration of the North American Allosaurus to places where Carcharodontosaurus subsequently appeared. Also, many questions are related to the lifestyle and diet of the Carcharodontosaurus. This discussion was further fueled by a 2011 illustration by artist Bob Nichols showing two Carcharodontosauruses carrying the carcass of a juvenile rhinoceros in their mouths. Researcher Donald Henderson modeled and calculated the weightlifting capabilities of these dinosaurs and concluded that the structure of the neck and jaws of the Carcharodontosaurus did not allow him to lift loads weighing more than 424 kilograms. Other experiments showed that the maximum weight of his prey could not exceed 850 kilograms. That is, supporters of these theories believe that Carcharodontosaurus hunted smaller dinosaurs and other creatures of that era. But the similarity of the structure of the teeth of this pangolin with the teeth of a modern white shark suggests that with their help, terrible bleeding wounds could be inflicted on prey. The predator could inflict swift bites on the victim and wait for her to become exhausted as a result of blood loss. This method of hunting does not require Carcharodontosaurus to lift all prey from the ground. Even the largest dinosaur could be eaten after the predator waited in the wings and finished off the almost defenseless prey. It is believed that, like all sauropods, Carcharodontosaurus had excellent eyesight. The structure of his legs gives scientists reason to believe that this lizard ran at a speed of about 30 kilometers per hour. Also, some researchers believe that with such a mass and structure of the limbs, he could not stop quickly, and the fall of a 4-ton body at high speed would inevitably lead to serious injuries. Carcharodontosaurus inhabited almost the entire territory of North Africa. But in different parts of this considerable space, different species of both herbivorous and predatory creatures lived with him. In marshlands and mangrove forests of coastal regions, it could feed on a wide variety of herbivores. But, for example, the Kem Formation is quite poor for such production. Also, in almost all its habitats, the Carcharodontosaurus experienced serious competition from other predatory theropods or crocodilomorphs. On one of the skulls found, there are even traces of Spinosaurus teeth. So, despite their impressive size and terrible teeth, Carcharodontosaurus had to actively defend their claims to be the most terrible predators in Africa. But the family of Carcharodontosaurids consisted of more than just one giant superpredator. In other parts of the earth lived his smaller but no less dangerous relatives. Among them, there are several fairly well-known dinosaurs. It is considered one of the ancestors of the family. He lived in the late Jurassic period in what is now Portugal. Also, single finds of the remains of these species were made in China and Tanzania. These primitive shark-toothed lizards did not yet reach the size of their later relatives. Veteruprostosaurus. This representative of the late Jurassic period is considered a direct descendant of the Lusovenator. But it is vastly superior in size. The length of this giant creature reached 10 meters. It is the earliest found Carcharodontosaurid, and its name can be translated as Old Shark Lizard. This species has already lived in Africa. Giganotosaurus. This large member of the Carcharodontosaurid family lived on the plains of modern Argentina about 100 million years ago. According to researchers, it could weigh more than 8 tons and grow in length more than 13 meters. Tyrannosaurus. The remains of this species were also found in Argentina in 2005. He lived here a little about 10 to 20 million years earlier than the Giganotosaurus. With a body length of up to 12 meters and a height of up to 4 meters, the mass of this predator was about 5 tons. Mapusaurus. Another representative of the Argentine branch of the family. He lived in this territory approximately 93 to 99 million years ago. According to researchers, Mapusaurus reached a length of 10.8 meters and a height of 4 meters. Their body was approximately 3.5 tons. Ulugbasaurus. This pangolin, first found on the territory of Uzbekistan in 1980, was described by a group of scientists only about a year ago. Its existence shows that Carcharodontosaurus were widespread on the Asian continent as well. Scientists suggest that they lived there about 90 to 92 million years ago. The mass of this dinosaur was about 1 ton, and the length was about 7.5 to 8 meters. Thank you for watching this video to the end. You can learn more about other inhabitants of the Dinosaur Era and other geological periods from the rest of the videos posted on our channel.